Then he said, verse 15, take heed, beware of covetousness, for a man's life consists not in the abundance of the things which he possesses. This is what he's having to deal with the Pharisees, with the religious leaders over and over and over again. And he spoke to them about this certain rich man that had plenty, and he thought, hey, I don't even have enough room. I don't even have a garage big enough to store all my stuff. I've got to go out and rent another building off-site. You store it, or I got to pull down and break down the barns I do have and build bigger ones, or take my stuff, instead of doing something good for it, I'm just going to keep on collecting this stuff. As a matter of fact, I've got rooms in my house, they're just stacked full of things that I can never use just because, I need more. And so he says, you fool, this night your soul is required of you. Then, whose things are these going to be? You've provided them for yourself, but he said that in verse 21, that he that lays up treasure for himself and is not rich toward Yahovah, this is a big, big mistake. Yeshua said in verse 22, I say to you, do not take anxious thought for your life, what you'll eat and what your body shall put on. Life is more than food. The body is more than clothing. The ravens, they don't sow, they don't reap, they don't store into storehouses, they don't put things in the barn, yet your heavenly Father feeds them. You're much better than the birds. Which one of you, by being anxious, can add a cubit to his stature? If you're not able to do that, then why are you anxious for the rest? Consider the lilies. They don't toil, they don't spin fabric. Solomon was not arrayed like one of these. You seem to have a wrong perspective of what this life is really all about. That's what I'm saying to you. That's what Yeshua is saying. So don't be always, chasing the carrot. What you can eat, what you can drink, what you can wear. All these things the worldly Gentiles pursue. Your Father knows that you need these things, but if that is what you pursue, then you're going to end up in a hole in the ground with nothing, and nothing for eternity. And that's the real point. Pursue the kingdom. All these things that you need, you'll have, but you pursue the kingdom. Do what he told you to do.